Hello everyone, welcome to our channel, The Chilling Truth. Today we're gonna see the story of DC sniper attacks, a case that shocked America and brought an entire city to its knees. So let's get started.
Imagine living in constant fear, afraid to pump gas, afraid to go shopping, even afraid to step outside your own home. In October 2002, this was the terrifying reality for people living in Washington D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. A mysterious sniper was on the loose, randomly targeting and killing innocent people without warning. For 3 long weeks, no one knew who would be next. 10 people lost their lives, 3 others were critically injured, and the entire nation watched in horror as the killings continued. Among the victims was Linda Franklin, an FBI intelligence analyst who was shot and killed while leaving a home improvement store with her husband. But who was behind these cold-blooded murders? And how did law enforcement finally track down and capture the snipers? Stay with us. We reveal how these killers were caught and the crucial clues that led to their arrest.
It all began on October 2, 2002, in Wheaton, Maryland. A 55-year-old man was shot and killed in parking lot. At first, police thought it was an isolated incident. But in less than 24 hours, 4 more people were shot and killed, all within a few miles of each other. These attacks were random. There was no pattern. No one knew when or where the sniper would strike next. Fear spread quickly. People were afraid to go outside. Simple tasks like pumping gas or grocery shopping became terrifying. By now, law enforcement realized this was not the work of an ordinary criminal. A serial killer was on the loose. The Montgomery County Police Department, led by Chief Carl Smuts, took charge of the case. Soon the FBI and other federal agencies joined the investigation. The FBI alone had 400 agents working on the case. They set up a toll-free tip line for the public. Evidence experts digitally mapped the crime scenes, while behavioral analysts created a profile of the shooter. Despite their best efforts, the sniper remained a ghost, leaving no clues and no clear motive. The attacks continued, and the pressure on law enforcement is increased. Then, on October 17, a mysterious phone call changed everything. A caller claimed to be a sniper and said he was responsible for a robbery and a liquor store in Montgomery, Alabama, where 2 women were shot, though only one died. Investigators immediately checked the records and found the crime was real. At the scene, police recovered fingerprint evidence from a magazine left behind. That fingerprint was rushed to the FBI laboratory for analysis. For the next morning, there was a match, a 17-year-old named Lee Malvo from a prior arrest in Washington state. But Malvo wasn't working alone. His records mention another name, John Allen Muhammad. Now the FBI had 2 prime suspects. And investigators dug deeper. They learned that Muhammad owned a Brushmaster 223 rifle, the same kind of gun used in the sniper attacks. They also found a key clue in official records. Muhammad had registered a blue 1990 Chevy Caprice with the license plate NDA21Z in New Jersey. This information was quickly shared with the media. The public was on alert, and the hunt for the snipers intensified. Finally, on the night of October 23, the case broke wide open. A motorist spotted a blue Chevy Caprice parked at the rest stop of I-70 in Maryland. The license plate matched Muhammad's vehicle. Within the hour, law enforcement swarmed the scene. The car was surrounded at the 3:15 a.m. Both John Allen Muhammad and Lee Boyd Malvo were arrested while asleep inside the vehicle. They were captured without a fight. What investigators found inside the car was disturbing. The trunk had been modified, with a small hole cut near the license plate. This allowed the sniper to fire shots without leaving the car. It was a rolling sniper's nest. Other chilling items found included the Brushmaster 223 rifle used in all the attacks, a rifle scope and tripod for precision shooting, a digital voice record used to make extortion demands, map showing crime scenes and getaway routes. The evidence was overwhelming. They had found the killers. The arrest brought to an end to the terrifying killing spree, but the legal battle had just begun. John Allen Muhammad was found guilty and sentenced to death in Virginia. He was executed on November 10, 2009. Lee Boyd Malvo, because he was only 17 years old, was sentenced to life in prison without parole. For 3 weeks, these two men held an entire city hostage with fear. But justice had finally been served. The DC sniper attacks remain one of the most terrifying crime sprees in the American history. It was a case that tested law enforcement, shocked the nation, and left an unforgettable mark on the Washington D.C. area. Innocent lives were lost, families were shattered, and an entire community lived in constant fear, all because of two men with a deadly plan. Thanks to the hard work of law enforcement and the vigilance of the public, their reign of terror was brought to an end. What are your thoughts on this chilling case? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Thank you for watching and stay safe.